one question, Beth.
Yes.
Is it Friday yet?
It's Friday, March 10th. Yes.
Oh wait, we forgot the thing. We have to do real applause today. It's my fault. We have an awesome guest too, like Broadway legend time.
Charlotte D'Amboise is here from Chicago. The one and only Roxy Hart.
The greatest Roxy Hart. And she's back in, we'll get to this, but like seriously, go see Chicago.
See it now. See it how it's supposed to be. Go.
This is the time.
Yes.
This is the time. If you've been waiting, just go.
I'm very passionate about Charlotte today.
We love her.
We do.
Hi, Beth.
Hey.
What'd you do this morning? You had a little press moment this morning.
I did. I got to talk to all of the awesome people in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Cool. Now, the thing that you came back that blew my mind, reveal the big reveal.
Should I?
Yeah, you should, because you're a press person and you experienced it.
Okay. Christian Borle looks different.
Just say it.
He has no hair.
He's bald.
So here's all he said. He said, Willy Wonka is not bald, and he has no further comment. That's a direct quote.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm fascinated by that.
Yes.
And I'm super excited about this show in general because it's such a reboot from the London production.
Very different.
It's so different, and and Jack O'Brien, do not mess around with Jack O'Brien.
J.O.B.
J.O.B.
It's a great creative team with Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman, and Josh Bergas is choreographing. Huge, wonderful featured actors.
Yeah, and the little kids are cute. We did something with the kids this week, which you'll see on the site soon.
Just great.
Anyway, it's a really cool thing. Oh, we just got a congratulations. This is our 250th live broadcast.
Wow.
Who knew? Thanks for letting us know, Facebook. Anyway, happy 250.
Thanks.
we just put up video from Come From Away, which opens on Sunday.
Yes.
It's the next Broadway musical, the Schoenfeld. The 9/12 musical, as it's sometimes.
The 9/12 musical.
Yeah, amazing cast. And you can check out those clips online now. Last night, Glass Menagerie opened.
That's right. We have some pictures.
We have some photos from Sardi's. Yeah, so check those out.
Sally Field.
It is also the first preview for Present Laughter.
That's right.
It's this time of year is so magical because it's like every day we have amazing things to announce.
By magical, do you mean confusing, like we don't know where we are?
I mean, Kevin Kline is on Broadway.
That's true.
And so is Patti LuPone. So is Patti LuPone.
There's a lot.
Juilliard friends.
And Glenn Close. It's a lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot of people. It's just crazy. So we have some TV news. I know you guys love Kristen Chenoweth.
Of course.
And she's on a new pilot. It is called Perfect Citizen.
And we talked about it before because
Adrian
Warren, Tony nominated.
Oh, okay. Noah Wiley, Adrian Warren. And you wrote, this are Beth's notes, Chenoweth will play Jessica. She's the heartbeat of the firm. Was it like law firm? Mm-hmm. Okay. Of the firm, and got her name on the door by outworking and outthinking the Ivy Leaguers.
Doesn't that sound perfect for Kristen?
A scrappy Chenoweth role. I love it.
You love a
scrappy and successful.
Yes.
I'm into that. Okay, so hopefully, it's just a pilot. So it has to get picked up.
CBS, though.
Yeah. Oh, so are you saying it's going to go to
I'm saying it's a major network.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's
I'm happy. On Drama High, more Drama High.
Right, so now we know the lead, and it's Josh Radnor.
Oh, Lou. So Lou, it's about a drama teacher.
That's right.
And that's Josh Radnor. Yeah. That's a real guy.
Lou Boatman.
And it's a big Broadway cast.
Yes.
Liberace. It seems like eventually there will be a Liberace musical on Broadway.
We've been saying this for years.
All That Glitters has been in development for a while. Richard Klein from the Three's Company. Larry, anyone who was around in the 70s knows Larry. He played Liberace at one point. I don't know what's happening now, but the Hacksaw Ridge producer, David Permit, is apparently interested in producing it. So anyway, I think Liberace belongs on Broadway in some form.
It seems like a good idea.
If it's a good show, yeah. Who's Jason Manford?
He's a comedian.
Okay.
He's a Brit.
All right, he's hosting the Olivier's.
On April 9th at Royal Albert Hall.
I hope he's funny.
Me too.
Do they usually have like a wacky Olivier host? I feel like I don't know.
I'm going to say yes.
Let's go,
answer.
Beth. We should just go.
Let's just go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Easter Bonnet, April 24th and 25th at the Minskoff. Okay.
Home of the Lion King.
Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS event every year. Hats and choreography. Danny DeVito.
That should be their tagline.
And sometimes Charlotte D'Amboise. Danny DeVito, who's on Broadway in The Price.
I'm seeing it tonight.
Yep, I saw it last night. It's high drama. Arthur Miller, you'll get everything. And Danny DeVito does a whole spitting thing.
Oh,
you'll see.
What? Oh, what?
He is in talks so they're making a live action movie of Dumbo, which is cool because it has an elephant.
Very
I like
quiet.
elephants.
And it's Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is making it. He will play. He would if he gets it. He's in talks.
He's in
It means he's
talks.
negotiating. Medici, who runs a small circus owned by the villainous Vandermeer, whatever that means.
Why can't you just see him?
You know, Dumbo was a musical at one point, like on Broadway.
I did know that.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure. I knew you knew. And then we wrote, listen to the song Times Are Hard for Dreamers from the Amelie Cost album. That's on our site. The album is coming out May 19th, and in stores June 9th. It's May 19th digitally. So that's a great, you can listen to something
it.
2 months early. So go do that. And we have an interview with Adrian Scarborough. Do you know more about this?
I know he's an Olivier winner.
Okay.
But for people who are really excited for Don Juan in Soho, which is a Patrick Marber play that was
Right.
done originally at the Donmar with Michael Grandage, now Patrick Marber is directing his own play. But the thing people are really excited for is David Tennant, Doctor Who.
Oh, right.
Doctor Who.
Right.
You know. He's in it as well. So Adrian has a lot of fun things to say about that.
And then, speaking of Come From Away, which opens Sunday, which we mentioned, Cesar Samayoa, I always feel like I say his name wrong. He's super talented and a super sweet guy. And he did a MySpace. And, you know, normally we do these MySpace videos and they're really quick. Like, these are 5 things I love in my dressing room. This one is actually, like...
It's actually really moving.
It's really emotional and
Yeah.
moving and sweet. And so I highly recommend checking that out because Come From Away is about a lot more than just hats and choreography.
Wow.
All right, on that note, I'm out of here.
What?
Have a nice weekend, everyone. I'm gonna
Ladies and
leave
gentlemen,
so
I
that
need
a
everyone
genuine
to
Broadway
clap
star can
for
take my
real,
spot.
Genuine applause for
Yeah.
Charlotte Temple.
Okay.
Charlotte, come on over.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I like hats and choreography, I have to say.
I would say if anyone is really good at hats and choreography, it would be
Yeah, I could do some hats and some choreography. All right.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You're back
Back.
in the Cook County.
I am back in the Cook
In the
County.
jail.
In the jail, and I'm kind of kicking my legs up and singing a song or two. And
I have lost count. Have you lost count of how many times you've played Roxy Hart on Broadway?
no, I have no idea, but it's
Are you the longest running Roxy
You know,
Hart on
I don't know
Broadway?
if I am anymore.
I'm going to say you are.
Okay, I am.
You are.
There
See,
you go.
this is
I
called
don't know if I am
alternative facts. We can just make it up as we
Yeah,
go
yeah,
along.
yeah.
No, but you've done it so many times.
I
and
have.
it's just like such a comforting thing. Like Charlotte's next door, because we're right next door to the ambassador. Charlotte's next door doing what
Next door.
she's so good at.
Oh,
And your Roxy is different from some of the, shall we say, new to Broadway Roxys.
Oh, is it? It's probably a little crazier.
It's a little more dancey.
Oh, is it a little more dancey? Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, you may be right. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Because like you're like a, you know,
Yeah.
a dancer.
I had
you know.
some experience.
You've had some experience. A little bit of experience.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? How does it feel for you to step back into it? Do you have to do a lot of rehearsal?
No, I have a couple hours. And, yeah, no, I'm serious.
What do you need to brush up on?
You know what? I don't. I usually have to brush up. I usually say, let me get on the lap of Billy Flynn for
To get that awkward moment of reaching for the gun.
That's the only thing I really feel I need, and then I usually do like Hot Honey Rag at the end. Like I practice that to see whoever is playing Velma, and that's pretty much my rehearsal. Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
Nice work if you can get it.
I go on the ladder just
Oh,
once,
right, sure.
because it's a little scary sometimes. You just sort of want to feel it and
Have you adjusted your performance over time?
completely.
Really?
Yeah, mostly cut things out.
That high kick is gone. Forget
a
it.
little lower kick. No. Yeah. No. Definitely, it's changed. But also, it just changes because you change. So you know,
That's true.
It's sort of I can't play it like I did, 15 years ago. It's just a different person.
Sure
I'm
you
a different
can.
person.
No, you're
Well,
not.
I can, but I don't want to. I guess it's the. I have to keep it alive. So.
People are, of course, chiming in because everybody loves you. And Kelsey is asking, well, first of all, she says you were wonderful in Pippin.
Oh.
You were wonderful in Pippin.
Thank
Did
you.
you have fun doing
I
that show?
love doing that show.
Well, first of all, you were with your husband, Terrence Mann.
Yes. Yeah.
The great Terrence Mann.
Yeah. Just like the best. I had the best time. And Heath here, he's not. You don't know. You should turn the camera
Publicist,
around.
don't
to
worry
see
about him.
He's
Don't worry about
publicist.
him. Don't
But
worry
he
about
did
the
that
man
show
behind the
too.
curtain. Yeah.
You know what? I love the cast. It was just we got to help create the show, so it was really us. And my husband was in it, and he was the king. I was the queen, and he got to throw knives at me, and
I mean,
Yeah,
that makes
it
for
was
a
really
happy
good.
relationship.
It was a good time. It was a good time. I got
Did
to
your
go.
kids come and see it?
Oh, yeah,
Did you have
they
a good
did.
experience doing that?
They did. I guess so. Not maybe it'll damage them in life, in the long run. But ultimately, yeah, they loved it. They loved it. They were little.
Can I share my experience of seeing you and Pippin?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Was it
you
when
were
Wakefellow?
Yes.
Oh no, it wasn't. You were not there.
I was.
Oh,
so Charlotte
God.
does this fantastic dance number,
I cannot believe you were
and
there.
her wig flew, which was a red, gorgeous curly wig, flew off her head.
No, we have to emphasize head pop.
head
fly.
pop. Cassie popped that head.
Cassie pop.
If you
yeah.
get it, you get it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And her wig flew off, and she didn't miss a beat. She threw the wig cap off, and she kept going.
And the mic pack. 'Cause
Everything
I had the
came
mic
off.
pack.
Everything came off.
So I was like, rah, but I played the character, right? For
She was a ferocious character, so it didn't matter.
I threw it. And then I remember at the end, I think I went, it was just so humiliating, like really Fastrada doing this big, sexy, triumphant dance, and her wig falls off. I mean, it was just so bad. It was so bad. But then I remember I just stopped, and I remember walking to the front of the stage, just taking a bow.
Yes.
No wig on, just bad,
This is
bad
who I am.
hair.
Yes.
And the audience went nuts. It was great. It was great. It was
So we have a lot of questions. Abigail's asking 2 questions, and I
Yeah.
think they're both really good questions. How old were you when you started dancing? And of course, you
Oh.
come from a famous dance family.
I do. I started when I was 8.
Oh,
Which is actually
so
a little
late.
later.
Late
Yeah, it's a little
bloomer.
later. Like
a
my
lot
daughter.
of people start when they're 4 or something
Yeah,
like that.
no, I didn't. I was like running, and I played basketball. I mean, I was a real jock in every way. Like, I loved sports, and I ended up going to a sports school and whatever. But I started at 8, and my daughter does ballet. She started at 6. So,
Wow.
and yeah.
And
so
did you
8.
love it, or were you?
I loved it because I got to be in all the ballets with New York City Ballet, and I was in the Nutcracker. And as soon as I stopped performing and I outgrew those ballets, I was bored.
Oh,
I loved Fosse because I was just trying to figure out just recently why, and I realized that, like, in the ballet world, the men partner you a lot,
Right.
and you're sort of like you rely on the guy.
yes.
And in Fosse, it's you alone on the stage being powerful, and
Sometimes with a hat. I'm just saying.
with a hat or a cane,
Or a cane.
with a hat or a cane,
Or just some wrist action.
with a little back, and all you really need is just to do your wrist, and you're powerful. So to me, I think I just went right to that.
I'm always so thrilled when I get to talk to a real Fosse dancer. There are a lot of people who dance in the style of Fosse, but there are only a handful of people who danced with Bob Fosse who really get it, like who are like original, genuine.
Well,
Fosse
I
dancers.
actually, I never really got to work with him. I did get to work with Anne Rankin, who was to me.
But that's the same
yeah.
sort of.
But I did audition for him when I was auditioning for Sweet Charity, and I'll never
How did that go?
forget that. It was amazing, and it was just
Intimidating?
It was intimidating, and I remember he asked me, to just improvise. And finally, he said, "Just sing your song, and then after you sing your song, after I sang it, he said, they could just play music and just improvise, just take off, and And he had his little cigarette, and I remember him walking down to the bottom of the stage and probably looking at my skirt. Who knows? But anyway, who knows? It was the worst. But yeah, it was amazing. I was just thinking about that, and that if he knew that this show
Would run
Jesus
this long?
Christ, for 20 years, I feel bad. He never got
true.
to experience the glory of that. It's too
true.
bad. But anyway.
So
Yes.
Scott is asking, this is an interesting question. How much of a role does body memory have in a part that you've done so many times? Just like muscle memory.
So what is it? What exactly is the question? Like how many?
Like how much of that is just your muscle memory in doing Roxy?
A lot of it is. But right now I'm doing. They're probably mad at me over there because I just can't do the same things anymore.
They're
I'm
so mad.
So
Oh my God,
tired
they're
of it.
so mad.
So I just kind of make up my own stuff. I
But you're-
change it up because it gets monotonous.
But you keep it fresh. You're not bored.
I do. That's what I mean. So I have to change it up to a certain extent.
Keep your co-stars awake.
Yes, yeah. It's important to do that. Oh my God, I'm looking at my little picture over there, and I look like I have no makeup on. I look pale and no lipstick.
Do not stop it.
And you look so pretty. You do. Okay.
Peyton asks, what was it like working with your husband in Pippin? Well, that wasn't the first time you worked with your husband.
No, we did. I met him in Cats, and I fell in love with him in Cats.
Everyone
and
fell in love with him in Cats.
I know, right? I
He was sexy.
He was sexy, and so I fell in love with him, and so that was the first thing we did. And then he replaced Jason Alexander in Jerome Robbins' Broadway, and I was in that, and that's when we finally got together. But and then we've done a couple regional theater stuff together, but not like playing husband and wife on a Broadway.
That was special.
That was really special. That was lucky in many ways.
I've been thinking about you a lot because not only are you next door making things up in Chicago, apparently, but Sweet Charity was back this year, and Cats is back, and this is, this is like your stuff.
I know. I'm very upset I missed Sweet Charity. I did want to see that, but it kind of came, it was short run.
And it was very different from what you guys did.
And Cats I did see. And it's not that different. That much, really. That's similar.
The classic is back now.
Yeah, we all went to see that, which was fun. And my daughters. The best thing is when I have my daughter, literally, because I remember being obsessed with that show before I got it. It was like my first, and listening to that album over and over and singing Jellicle. And then Shelby, my daughter, just being obsessed with
she
it,
got
singing
bit by
it.
The cat's bug.
Yeah, and just watching it around the same age as me when it's fun to watch. I don't know if people out there have experienced that with their children, but it is kind of cool.
I took my daughter to Cats, and she had the same experience.
Yeah.
She's littler, but same thing.
The music somehow
it's just really stays in your head. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
Billy's asking what your dream role is.
You know what? I've done pretty much all the dream roles, believe it or not.
What was
is
your
that
number
not
one?
crazy? I would say Sweet Charity. But the one that I have not done, and getting a little old to do it, I think, but was the only one I missed that I feel was Cabaret.
Oh, Sally Bowles.
Sally Bowles. I did. I would like to have done that. But other than that, I think I've hit them all. I swear.
You have done all the major.
I really have. Like the Gwen Verdons and the Donna McKechnie. I even did a couple of hers and some of Cheetah's. I mean, I just feel like
all the big dance.
The ones I really did. Yeah. So I'm lucky.
Brandon's asking, has Terrence played Billy to your Roxy? That would be amazing.
Actually, I think contractually when he signed Pippin, it said that he was going to do Billy at one point. But Barry,
I know you're watching.
Barry hasn't, followed through on that one.
He will. He's watching right now.
He's watching right now, Barry Weissler. So, no, he hasn't.
That would
but
be
we
super
should.
fun.
We should.
You'd be like, I need to rehearse I need to get on your lap.
Yeah, no, but you know what I would do is give him direction the whole time. That's the only problem, because I know it so well. I know Walter Bobby's like every word. I'd be like, no, Walter would want you to do this. Walter probably would want you to do
Yeah, if everything is destroyed at Chicago and you're still around, it's fine. She can just reconstruct the whole
I could
thing.
reconstruct the whole thing. I've been in so many rehearsals with Walter Bobby. I know
funny.
exactly what he would say. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, there's so many questions people have. Do you remember the twins you met at ART in Boston during Pippin's out-of-town tryouts?
The twins?
Were there twins? Hello, twins.
Hi, twins. Maybe.
How many Velmas have you worked with?
Oh God, that's a really hard question, and there's no way I could answer that right this minute. I have to go home and think about it.
Have you ever done Velma?
Many. I've not done Velma, and I'll tell you why. They've asked me earlier on, and because they've done that, and the only person I know, or maybe there are a couple. Ruthie Henschel did both.
BB did both.
And BB did both.
And Mama Morton.
And Mama Morton.
She's doing Billy Flynn now.
God, she's amazing. Yeah, she's. I'm waiting for Walter Bobby to do Billy Flynn, but anyway, I have sat through that chair number, Can't Do It Alone, so many times that there is just not one part of me that would want to do it. Not that it's not a great number, but I've seen it so many times that I feel like I've done it.
But then you wouldn't be watching it, you would be doing it.
I know, but I feel like I'm already kind of sick of it. That's the thing. You know what I mean? You have to be inspired and want to do it. And I think, but also, I'll tell you honestly, I'm not right for the part. I'm really,
You're a Roxy,
I'm
not
a
a
Roxy.
Velma.
I'm not a Velma, and unless I feel like I'm going to do it justice or do some take on it that I feel I could do better than what's been done, I don't feel I can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have to ask, how's your father?
He's good.
You guys know Jacques d'Amboise?
Yeah,
you guys know that he's a major. Just go Google that. You'll learn something.
He's good. He's seen Chicago's his favorite show, and there are other shows.
Well, he has a reason to come back.
He's seen it like 200 times, and I am not kidding you. Literally, he's seen it 200 times. I haven't told him yet that I'm back in it this time, but I will, because he'll come and he'll bring, and he's bought so many tickets to the show. He's obsessed with it. He loves the show. Yeah.
What are Chicago fans called? They're like redheads.
Oh, you know, I don't know if they have a name. Do they have a name?
No, let's make up a name for them. Cubs fans?
Cubs fans?
No. I'm sorry.
No, they would not like that. I don't know. Listen,
I'm going to ask one more question from our Facebook Live people, and then we're going to go have a weekend. How about that?
Okay.
The question is, what was the most challenging part of a chorus line?
Oh, God, the whole thing.
It is a challenging show.
I have to say, somebody said that to me. I was riding home last night in the car, and Liz Larson, and she goes, how's it being back in the show? I said, oh, it's good, it's hard. She goes, well, you're not doing a chorus line. And actually, there are 5 of us now from the original cast of A Chorus Line that are in Chicago right now.
Wow.
5 of us, because Tony Asbeck's about to join, and Chrissy Whitehead, and James Lane, and Jason. Anyway, there are 5 of us. So, and we always look at each other when we're tired, and we're like, got to do another show, and we look at thank God we're not doing A Chorus Line.
A chorus line can be grueling.
It is hard, especially for Cassie. I mean, Sheila's got the best role in the world. You know, you just kind of come in, you be funny, and you don't have to dance that hard. You have to stand. Cassie's got to stand on that line for an hour before she's got to like
time. And
blow it out.
Full out, do it.
And so by 9:10, you're like, oh my God, now I got to do the Cassie dance and sing my heart out, act my heart out, and then dance, till you're gonna die. So it was hard. It was hard. I have to say.
There wasn't one moment. In other words, the whole thing kicked her ass.
I have to say the whole thing did. I mean, the best, because it was just, I have to say with that show, I never felt I ever did all 3 great. And like maybe 4 performances in the whole run where I sang great, I acted.
You're hard on yourself.
I am, but still, believe me, it was
you look fabulous, and your necklace is amazing.
Is it okay? Yeah, it's kind of funky,
really
right?
Funky. Okay, last question. We gotta go. Here's just in one line. What's your best advice for aspiring dancers?
Dancers or
dancers.
Performers?
Dancers.
Learn all techniques. Not just ballet, not just jazz, not what you're really good at. Do what you're not good at. Learn everything you can learn. Tap, jazz, hip hop, ballet.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.